I welcome you to today's class titled Fundamental to Media Law. Fundamental to Media Law MMC 302. MMC 302. And the question we ask ourselves is what is media law? First of all, define what is media law and move ahead. Media law, before getting into the subject knowledge of media law, one should understand the term media. So before you get to know what media law is, you have to understand what media is all about. So media is a communication channel via which we communicate news, music, entertainment, educational, marketing, communication, and other data are referred to as media. You understand? Media communication is a channel. Media is a communication channel. It's a communication channel. It's the communication channel. Media is the communication channel which we communicate news, via which we communicate news, music, entertainment, educational, marketing, communications, and other data referred to as media, which presents plural of the word medium is the plural of the word medium. The singular is medium, plural is media. It comprises of print and digital newspaper, journals, advertisements, radio, television, the internet, fax machines, and telephone. So it comprises of print and media, digital newspaper. It comprises journal, journals, advertisements, radio, television, internet, fax machine, and telephone. So it highlights the numerous channels society uses for communication. So since it comprises all forms of communication, the term media can be applied to describe anything from a telephonic conversation to the news channel media. Remember, this topic is fundamental to media law. So we are talking about the fundamental. We have to start from scratch. So now mass media is a term used to describe a method of communication. A method of communicating with a very broad audience. Very broad audience. Local media includes things like neighborhood newspaper, local, regional, radio, TV channels. So media is a medium or instrument used to store, transmit information. While communication is a process through which humans communicate data using a variety of means. So the term media, which is frequently used to refer to as media, refers to the printable and the digital resources over the internet, including newspaper, publications, radio broadcast, as well as the internet nowadays. The media, sometimes referred to as the fourth pillar, is the watchdog of political matters, educating, educating the public, likewise, and serving as a platform to argue for the opinion of the general public. Before those in charge of managing public affairs, the Latin word mediums is where we got the word medium or middle from. Medius is a Latin word, medius. So that is where we got the word medium or middle. So the Latin word converse is the source of the word communication. So the branch of law known as media law encompasses all forms of media. It could be television, number of legal area, such as but not restricted to commercial, financial, copyright materials, media, and confidentiality. So the legal area known as media law includes the following: broadcasting, broadcasting, advertisement, web information, liberation, computer communication society. So types of media. We have types of media. What is the type of media? Media can be broadly classified into four categories. Media can be classified into four categories. Into four categories. Number one is the print media. The print media. The print media number one example is the newspaper. Example number one is the newspaper. Newspaper are an essential provider of what is going around. So it could be an everyday monthly news lines, either national or local newspaper. So newspaper provides a display of extensive content that users can access on the go. So it enables rapid dissemination of thorough media attention as well as other data with reader interesting aspects. It is termed a more productive medium since readers must put out some time to actualize read the information So it is inexpensive and widely accessible. Number two, number two is the second example of print media is magazine. Magazine is a type of specialized promotional tool that cater to the recreational, informative, as well as other specific requirements of users, companies, and sector. So a publications offer the opportunities to display a thorough promotional memo together with images, visual representative, and colors. So that is how it goes. So these are various types of magazines serving for different purposes, like magazine related to consumers goods, fashions, businesses, firms, others such magazine for general what information and entertainment. B, C of print media is business what? Publication. Business publication is on that type of print media where trade articles promoting corporations, sectors, and professions are included in commercial periodical. So number two type of media is broadcast media. Number one is the print media. Number two is the broadcast media. The broadcast media, for example, is the TV advertising. Yes, TV advertising. So people who are subjected to radio and TV typically get their news and content from what? From television. So it is thought as being the most reliable, compelling, and effective media for interacting with a sizable population. So to elicit audiences or passion, it consolidates visual imagery, audio, motion, and all. So it enables the progress of innovative and artistic media, advertising in a special way. Now, example number two is radio. Users and advertising companies alike consider broadcasting to be a leading mass medium. So its reach is expensive. It reaches a big audience from across entire nation with advertisement content. Even now in promoting what region, industrial radio is practiced in urban areas. An example, in Indian broadcast airline is typically purchased a slot machine of 7, 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds. So it is among the least intimate form of communication and has benefits above other type of regard to accessibility, economic viability, and selection. So the accuracy of the scripts, associated audios, degree of description, all affect how effective a radio advertisement is. Number B, number three, number three is the outdoor and out of home media. Outdoor and out of home media, and that is on that type of media. So this has to do with the cinema and the video advertising. So the cinema is a well linked method of entertaining its patron from all social, uh, racial, racial uh, background. Daily, a sizable number of individuals downloads movies to transmit the advertisement messages. Movie theater and tape recording are used, but movie and teaser advertisements with advert are displayed. So depending on a screenplay, marketers can build a demonstration for display on 35 commercial films. So it uses vision, audio, or and motion to convey a creative statement, much like TV regional sponsors, advertisements are present in movie rental. So number four is the internet, the internet media. So we'll be a bit fast. The internet media, internet, as the word implies, the web is a global media that offers ways to share data via a network of link uh, these devices. It is a type of marketing that is expanding what quickly. It is the media of coming future that provides countless options for marketing. It entails using the internet to promote a, a business or e-commerce site to a global audience. There is need for regulation of media. There is need. So management of the media conduct, organizations or substance of media could fall under this category. Defamatory statements and defamatory would have been prohibited by legislation along the very provision provided to movies, immoralities, blasphemy, insurrection propagated by the press and matters of the public safety. So the protection of the confidentiality laws, rules safeguarding uh, copyright and laws banning threatening riots to razings and hate, obviously all would benefit from media regulation. Furthermore, media regulation is crucial to guaranteeing the diverse cultures of television programs and to enabling unrestricted uh, expression of different ideas and perspective. So the current expansion of media of multimedia and broadcasting sector has been fueled through the use of web for consuming media. Recently, customized video materials has been made available on channels. What channels? So this network should be governed by particular regulations or legislation to ensure cultural what diversities. And let's move straight to media law and democracy. So the notion of media and governance. The media plays a significant role in providing the democratic electronical or electronic structures and personal freedom with a strong proportional proportion that ensure honesty, accountability throughout all phases of uh, governmental endeavors. So the public is gazetted with organization which serve its best if it were to gain a majority owing to the mainstream media. So democratic consensus in the media and administration strengthen its ties with the public. It promotes measures like encouraging local to participate actively and increasing uh, reporting of local news. So, according to the mainstream press administrations approach, every members of the common population needs to have a high level of education in order to be engaged in some important uh, subjects. So important element of media in democratic system. So according to the judiciary, press freedom is fundamental for a parliamentary government to function. So the increment of media has revealed unpleasant tendency of conflict leading to secessionists reporting that ignorance or that reported that ignores the long-standing rules of post. So a vital component of democratic is the press. There are several examples to identify the issues with state governmental structure as it currently operates. To develop development of democratic principles, if an information link to them to ensure anti-corruption laws, functioning as a link to the public government communication network. It also increase the political statements, political states efficiency and accountability. So when it comes to constitutional position on law on media law, constitutional position on media law, we have the media press or we have freedom of press. Freedom of press regarding whatever type of information exchange along with text, publications, advertisements, journal articles, news stories. We have the sound such as broadcast recording. We have another example of press is live stream from television stations, OTT platforms such as video content, as well as other digital means of channels like measuring apps, news, field. So the freedom of the press relates to the limited intervention of the nation in the procedures of the public. Why is there freedom of press? According to Indian newspaper Union of India, the goal of media is really to support the national goods by publishing the data and viewpoints that the nation's citizen needs in order to arrive at accurate judgment. So the goal of society, social and political interaction is open media. So the Supreme Court's primary responsibility is to defend free expression and reject any legislation or executive acts that are in controversy of the Constitution. So the freedom of press, Article 90 in their Constitution, has guarantees some basic fundamental rights to all of its citizens, including freedom of speech and expression under Part 3 of Constitution, and freedom of press is an inherent part of right to freedom of speech and expression. Dr. Riao Becker has stated that freedom of speech is merely expression of people through there is no need for separate law on freedom of press. It will be legal or integral part of Article 19. So freedom of press includes several aspects on how people choose to express themselves and spread information, to say express their viewpoint to general public, including freedom to spread information, right to citizen, freedom on collecting information, right and taking interviews, right to publish court proceeding, freedom on publishing legislation, acts or amendments, right to broadcast, and many such rights are governed under right to press, which is a part of freedom of speech and expression. Freedom to public information, rights to criticism, right to gather information, right to conduct interview, right to publish court proceeding, right to attend and report legislative procedure, right to operate as a forum for commercial purposes, right to broadcast, reasonable limitation on press, sovereignty and integrity on the nation, nations its security, morality, misconduct in the court, defamation, social rational with foreign nations, incitement to commit what? Commit an offense. So that is the freedom of press that every one of us have privilege to get in India. So we'll continue this our class in our next line of action. Thank you very much for your attention. I took my time to explain what this course is all about so that you can get it more better. My name is Mr. Azoba.